Previously on Tribbel series.
I decided to move into a van. And this is so short. At the same time, I was selling stuff from my apartment. It was utter chaos. Still looking for someone to build Tribbel with, so I kept pitching it everywhere.
It's very important.
I'm off to Arizona. It was a long drive, about 24 hours. Okay, we're now in the road from Seattle to Phoenix, Arizona. There's a lot of uncertainty, but at the same time, curiosity, because the same thing that stems doubt, which is uncertainty, can stem curiosity. Can I make this adventure worthwhile? Can be a doubtful question, and it can also be a curious question. Oh, can I make this adventure worthwhile? Let's see. Arizona was the end destination because a friend of mine offered me a space to work on my van and told me there are a bunch of spots where I can park for free. I still have 9 hours to go. It's pretty cold right now and I'm freezing, but I'm making progress. My legs hurt. Okay, I just woke up. We're in the middle of nowhere. It was a good nap though. I impulsively started driving south and I prayed that my van will be able to make the journey. Thankfully, it did. Yeah, let me take a picture of you. Once I made it to Arizona, I wanted to get into a routine right away and start building the app. I found a gym where I could shower and work out, and I got a membership card at WeWork and I basically camped there. I would wake up, go to the gym, work out, shower, and go to WeWork until nighttime, then sleep in my van and repeat it next day. Okay, I just woke up, tried making my bed. Actually, did I make my bed? It doesn't look like I did a good job. Woke up a couple of times in the middle of the night. Right now, I'm going to go to the gym, take a shower, work out, and see what I'm gonna be doing in my day. Even though I felt more freedom, I still felt pretty isolated, and I craved like-minded connections with people that understand what I'm doing and what I'm trying to build. Then 3 crazy experiences happened, one after the other. I was sitting at WeWork when someone came next to me and said, "Oh, you have a cool screen." I told him thanks, and he introduced himself as Hugh. And then the weirdest thing happened. When I asked him where he worked, he said that he worked at Tribbel. What? Tribbel? And he said, yeah, Tribbel Credit. Have you heard about it? I checked Tribbel Credit before when I was looking for the domain for Tribbel. Because the domain was taken for the actual spelling of Tribbel, I ended up with Tribbel. I wasn't sure if I should call Tribbel Tribbel or Tribbel. Everyone that looks at the spelling pronounces it as Tribbel. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I took this as a sign. Maybe we were meant to meet. He invited me to his office and we chatted and he introduced me to his friend Ethan. I couldn't believe it when Hugh told me that him and Ethan attempted to build an app similar to what Tribbel is trying to do a couple of years back. I thought that's it. They were both experienced, they have attempted building something similar in the past. Maybe we were supposed to be co-founders. I'm writing the business plan so that I can convince Hugh and Ethan to join the team. I have to meet them in 22 minutes. So I have to head out right now. Let's see how this will go. I hope this works out. How's it going?
I was saying Hyson? Yeah. Was saying that somehow like we each have profiles that we give a bunch of attributes of us.
And once they meet at an event, they then connect via their profiles.
I thought this would be perfect if they agreed to join me and work with me on Tribbel. But they both had other projects that they were working on and they wanted to just help me from far and see it being built. Still, I appreciate Hugh and Ethan a lot and they have helped me tremendously. Then another crazy thing happened. One day I found out that I can park next to the Museum of Arizona for free. So I parked there and I went for the day to explore the museum. While I was checking the museum out, I found this incredible piece by a Japanese artist named Yayoi Kusama. The piece was called "You Who Are Getting Obliterated in the Dancing Swarm of Fireflies." Basically, you are in a dark room lined with mirrors on every surface, the floor, the ceiling, and all the sides. And there are strands of LED lights suspended from the ceiling. So the mirrors makes the room appear like it's a vast, infinite galaxy. Quite a psychedelic sensation. While I was enjoying the art piece, they announced that 10 minutes were left before they closed the museum. So I made my way downstairs, and then the weirdest thing happened. I see someone taking a picture of one of the art pieces in the museum. And for some reason, and I have no idea why, I went ahead and I talked to this guy. I said, "Hey man, have you seen this piece? And I pulled out the brochure pointing at the art piece that I just came from. He said, no, I just came. I was like, man, you have to come and see this with me right now. And I started running. I ran upstairs to the 3rd floor and he followed me. We didn't have much time. They made the announcement that it was time to close the museum right now. We started talking. He told me his name was Elijah. While we were talking, one guy intercepted and said, hey, my name is Chris. And we decided to have dinner together. What happened next was something that I would have never anticipated.
What the fuck is going on, dude? Okay, so we're just in a museum, right? I don't know how this happened. This guy apparently went to the same school. The world is weird.
Meeting strangers at an art museum. I didn't even know him. He knows Yusuf. I know Yusuf. That's my man. That's his man. That's crazy shit.
I was so shocked. This is exactly what Tribbel is about. To make those rare coincidences happen more often. The third crazy experience happened because of my friend Ozzy. Ozzy is one of the most inspiring creators I got to know over the past year. The first time we met in person was at VidCon last year. And currently he runs an amazing podcast called Respectfully Inspired.
Alright, so this is what we got. Parker. I'm with my boy Hakeem from the Third Door. He's working on some entrepreneurial projects very similar to you. I want to connect you guys so you can share ideas. How's that sound?
Perfect.
Perfect.
Kind of crazy,
Yeah.
like if things connect in that way.
Yeah, so he just called me and he was like, come stay at my Airbnb with 30 entrepreneurs, and I was grateful.
Ozzy told me that there is a friend of his that was hosting a night for entrepreneurs, but it was in San Diego, a couple of hours driving from Arizona. I decided to go, but I started driving pretty late and I ended up arriving as they were wrapping up the dinner and everybody was leaving. But I got a chance to connect with the host, Chris, and we agreed to meet next day in the morning. Chris is an amazing, inspiring creator who's one of the co-founders of Creator Camp. They bring some creators that are telling meaningful stories together to bond and become friends in something like a summer camp. When I met Chris, they were about 1 month away from hosting the second Creator Camp. The more I talked to the other co-founders of Creator Camp, the more I found a clear pathway where Tribbel can partner with them and collaborate on a bigger vision.
What's the point of you recording?
Documenting, brother. Documentation.
The big moments.
Whoa. What is that? An optimist way of living. Ooh.
We would be incentivized. There's a good example, right? I would want to know. I would want people who watch our content to connect.
That this is an app that would be like, you need to fucking download this. Yeah. That would be amazing for the YouTube New Wave community or the Creator Camp community.
This is where things went a little bit insane to me. When I met Chris, I believe that people meet for a reason, but it's like so insane you're telling me this right now. We were looking for something like you guys.
Be incentivized to like even like help you.
Out of nowhere, this happened.
That led to this, even
This is where, yeah.
the Tribbel effect.
Now Tribbel started sounding way more appealing. Chris told me that there is a possibility that I can make it to the upcoming Creator Camp, and that motivated the heck of me. I thought I can build an MVP of this app in a month, show up to Creator Camp, talk to other creators, get their feedback, get them on the app, and I got so excited. I needed to do this. So the first thing I did is I took a flight to San Francisco to try to convince Yash to join me. And he told me that he's going to help me build the APIs.
Midweek. With users, and I think the part that I still need to understand is like communities.
I thought everything was going perfectly. Finally, I have some people building with me, I have a great potential customer in Creator Camp, and I have a chance. It has been 2 months of living on the road by then, so I decided to get a stable spot. But I didn't know where to go. This is when I came across something that I posted on November 5th, 2012. This was before I came to the US. It was way back when I was still in Egypt, and there was no explanation whatsoever. I tried to search for the sentence online to find if it was coming from a movie or a book. Nothing. I must go away to make my dreams come true. ... Mexico. And since Creator Camp was 1 month away, I thought I can spend 1 month in Mexico and build the first version of Tribbel. The rent is going to be cheaper, and perhaps this is going to be the best experience of my life. But what happened next was wilder than my wildest dream. I'm sure that my 15 years old me could have never dreamed that this is what was going to happen in Mexico. Coming up in the next episodes of Tribbel.
Thousands of people have a real experience. They all are organized and signed up to Tribbel.
He's hiding his life over me, perfect.
Don't forget to subscribe and sign up on our website.